HR here, and today I will explain about the Sprint 6. So first, we have Jira setup. So over here, as you can see, that we are pretty much done with the Python, Power BI, and all those things. Moving to Jira setup, as I have already said, like I already posted the backlogs and assigned them to our team members, as you can see. And then the amount of time we committed was actually more than this. We were kind of working a lot on Power BI, so I'll talk about that later in the presentation. And for the retro sprint report, we in sprint 5 we kind of focused on reviewing the SSRS implementation and also Power BI implementation and focused on Python strategy. But for sprint 6 we are focusing mainly on Power BI implementation, as it has a lot of things to do, and also the Python implementation and strategy. So for Jira setup sprint document, again the same thing. Python implementation and focusing on Power BI implementation was the main focus on this sprint. And for Scrum document, we as a team, as a Jira manager, I pretty much set up the Jira Sprint 6, and then I assigned to the team members, and I'm doing the Python implementation. And then Blendin worked on Power BI. Blendin and Johnson worked on Power BI. Ruslan worked on Scrum document, bar chart, and Gantt chart. And Samiksha finalized SSRS. And again, for the next meeting we had was on video script, video creation, Python implementation, and then Blendin worked on the same thing, reviewing the Power BI, and Johnson worked on the same thing on Power BI, and Samisha checked the SSRS implementation, and Ruslan did the Scrum document and Gantt chart. So for the bar chart, it was changed as we have Python implementation, so it was changed a little bit. And for the Gantt chart, it's the same thing. As we kind of took some time on Power BI implementation, so it took a little bit time to finish this thing. So this is the burn down chart. And for Trello, we are posting the videos. And for SSIS, we already did, and it remained same from Sprint 4. For SSRS, this is what we did for SSRS, as we have explained those in the previous videos. And for Power BI, we kind of did the GPA tracking, and then this is the student. We are trying to make this as a student dashboard. So this one is basically doing like overall GPA of all students, as you can see over here. And then we can actually click the student's number and select the terms and years to figure out which student is to figure out the student's GPA for specific students. Like let's say over here, if we have selected a specific student, let's say 7004, and we want to see the GPA for all the terms. So this is how it is going to show. And then if we want to see the student class report, we can see the overall students class report, which basically is showing the um, showing the okay, so basically the student report is showing the number of classes the student took and the grades that he or she got it. So this is how we can see the student class report. And moving to student employment, here we can see that which students got which job and the job description and so on. And there is a sorting system. We can choose which company we want to see or something. And that's pretty much that's we did, and we are still working on Power BI because that's what we are kind of focusing a lot of problems, and we are trying to figure those out. And for Power BI strategy, it is using basically for creating simple dashboards for students, faculty, charts, and then for making report to provide visualization of the data. Um, and then for Python, the Python we're gonna use this Python in Power BI to actually implement some use cases. And that's all. Thank you.